Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. Your life is the result of your choices. And I saw one of those, memes going across talking about that general thing about everything that happens in your life is a result of your choice. Ultimately, it is. Now, some people don't want to acknowledge that. They'll say, no, I didn't choose to be in this position. I didn't choose this. I ain't choose to have this bad job. Well, no, actually, you chose to respond to something, even something bad. You know, like say something bad happens to you. Or, you know what, let me give a great example. Say you're in a relationship and it's a lot of mess and everything. You chose your reaction to it. Like you break up, like some people will choose just to, be bitter about it, mad, everything. And, really go on a downward spiral. But they made the choice to do so ultimately. They weren't forced to. That was their response to it. Now, somebody else, they could choose, okay, yeah, it was a bad relationship and everything. Or they felt bad. Let me write a song about it. Let me write a book about it. Let me work to improve myself so I don't run into this situation again. That's a choice. I'm going to tell you what, regardless of your spiritual path, you have the power of choice. You can choose to do what you want to do. And everybody has that. You can choose to listen to this podcast all the way through, or you can choose to turn it off. You had a choice to even click on it. You had a choice whether or not to listen to me, period. You could be listening to something else. You could be doing something else. There's always a choice. Think about it. When you go to the store, there's always a choice on what you want to get out of the stuff that's at the place. That's still a choice. Or you can go someplace else. When you're talking about what you're doing for a living, there's still a choice in the matter. Even if you say you have to get a job, you don't have to get that particular job. You could have chose to work someplace else. Even in those situations where you think you're forced to do something, you're really not. You're really not. Or let me give another example. Let me give an extreme example. Somebody holding a gun to your head. And they say, give me all your money. Even that's a choice. Now most people will say, hey, okay, give them the money. You made that choice. Some people might try to fight the person. I've seen occasions, even some videos of people fighting somebody holding a gun to them and taking a gun. They made a choice at that moment. Everything is a choice. Nobody forced you into anything. And so your life as it is still a series of choices. Indeed, we always come to a crossroads. We come to a crossroads where if we make a certain choice, everything goes well. But then if we make a different choice, everything goes poorly. And I challenge everybody to think about that. What have you been forced to do? How many times have you come to that moment where you could have called one person or you could have hung out with another? I'm going to share another thing about me. I remember there was a night I was chilling at my place, called two different women. Now, I could have made a choice to deal with one or the other. I dealt with one, and it actually led me to a lot of stuff. It led to a lot of good things for me. Including getting my business off the ground, changing a lot of personal stuff in my life. It actually put me on a good path. But then I always think, well, what if I had called that other young lady? I don't think I would have been I'm just be real with you. I don't think I would have been in the same place. Just getting to know the other person. Now, I'm not calling any names, but I look back at it and say, okay, this one person is an asset, this other person would have been a liability. But that still came down to a choice. We always have a choice. Sometimes it's a simple choice of, taking a different direction to work or doing something. Or it could be a major choice that can have a long-term impact on our lives. Crossroads. In some spiritual paths, they'll talk about a crossroads. We come to that crossroads, and if we make a certain decision, everything opens up, like I said. But if we make another decision, everything goes downhill. And if you look back, sit back and think about everything in your life. Everything in your life came down to a choice. Everything, or anything that you had control over, came down to a choice. You know? Even if you get sick, people say, well, I didn't want this sickness or anything. But if you even think about that, did someone tell you, hey, you know what, you don't need to be eating certain foods, you need to be exercising more, you need to take better care of yourself? You made a choice whether or not to do that. Many people make a choice that keeps them healthy. They change their diets. They don't put any bad substances into their body because of their choice. You know, because we choose what we eat. We choose how we live. We choose our lifestyle. Our lifestyles ain't forced on us. Now, some people try to abdicate their choice and try to say, well, I was forced to do it. Nobody held a gun to your head. Nobody held a gun to your head. You know, you still had a choice there. Everything's a choice. Everything is a choice. Now, you might do, even staying alive, sometimes you might do something that is detrimental, maybe just, I don't know, for whatever reason. You still had that power right there of choice. And it's a great power. People have to exercise it. People have to do it. When I look at the stuff I'm doing personally in my life now, I made choices at key places. You know? And it's even a choice of how you feel about somebody. Even love's a choice. You chose to love that person. People try to say, well, I couldn't help it in anything. No, love is deeper than that. You know? Because you even make a choice to lust somebody, really. You know, you could say, you can turn on and off your lust, even though people don't think they can. Actually, you can. Everything's a choice. Everything. And see, once you understand that, then you realize you got the power to make your life great. You had the power. You have the power. You know, because then the thing becomes, okay, how do I make better choices? That's an important thing. That's when you realize you start doing stuff to make better choices, you'll find that the outcomes in your life become better. So that's the thing. And I want y'all to really think about that. That's a powerful thing. There's always a choice in something, no matter what. No matter what. There's always a choice. So that's all I have for now. I'll get back with y'all later. Y'all have a great day. Peace and blessings.